What is up? How you doing, guys? Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start. I honestly don't have any idea where to start. So let's see. Anyone else here, Ricky, in the future is talking about Dudney being able to train with his teammates, Deegs and Tomac? Think he forgot he went to KTM. Give Ricky a break on that one. Not a guy that gives Ricky breaks. So anyway, hopefully you guys can hear me. About time. Zach, come on, man. I got to listen to the interviews, especially when it's a guy like Webb, who's just, dude, I buried him way too soon. I was off on. Okay, it said. There we go. Sorry, guys. It said bad connection. I had to rehook it up. So hopefully we're good. Let me know if it freezes or the video or audio doesn't work. But we're back. We're back. My mind is feeling like that YouTube right there when it just went scrambled. I don't even know how to do this. Like, that was insane. I will say this. I did not like most of the track layout. It was really good with those triples that kind of separated everybody. But I have a real problem when you put a route like, I sound like Ricky, when you put a whoop section at the end of a long straightaway. It's dangerous. It's just crazy. You got to go in there, and it's more about who dares to go that fast, not necessarily who's the best. And I really don't like the same with rhythm sections. Do not give me a big like lead into the rhythm. There's too much speed. That's what almost got Tomac. How many people do we see eat it in the whoops? It's dangerous. Honda Cowboy, thank you for the super chat. You know I love those. Thanks for everything you do with the channel. Thank you, Honda Cowboy 69. I appreciate that so much. That's awesome. Let's see. Let's start with the 450s. And I will personally apologize to Cooper Webb. I wrote him off. I had no idea, and I should know better. I should know better than to write Cooper Webb off. He is so stubborn, but even he said, like yesterday or like after last week, that he thought it was over. So, yeah, let's see. How come there's never positive talk? Good News Comics. Why are you so negative? Dude, chill out. I was just talking about how awesome Cooper Webb is. Why is that not a positive thing, jackass? Anyway, Cooper Webb shut me up and everybody else. I don't know why I doubted him. That's my fault. But a 4.23, he looked like the old school Coop. I mean, he was flying that, and the way he was cutting down. And I had to laugh when Ricky said, remember their battles from the past? They weren't battles. It was Webb putting the smackdown. It was like 10-1 when it came to, overall results. It's only a rivalry if they both split back and forth. When it's Roczen, there was no chance in hell Webb was going to let him by. He just wouldn't. That's it. Now, had Roczen passed Webb, I would say he's probably ready to retire because that's the one thing he won't let happen. Hunter Lawrence, how does he do it? How does he get so many second place finishes? So close, but not quite. Man, if he didn't go off, that one mistake cost him. But I've never seen anybody more destined for second place than Hunter Lawrence. I know he's got to get a win. There's no way he can't get a win riding this good. But man, second. Sooner or later, he's going to get a win. Whether he lucks into it or wins straight up, I don't know. It is, yeah, he's got to do it. Eventually, he's going to win a race. He's too good not to. But he better do it before Jet comes back, because once Jet comes back, he might not ever win. Ken Roczen, oh boy, he had the quote of the night. What did he say? The dog quote. I wrote it down here. If the dog didn't take a poop, he would have caught the rabbit. What? I don't know what that means exactly, but it was funny, and I appreciate the whatever that was from Ken Roxon. It didn't make sense to me, but maybe the dog shouldn't have taken a poop. Um, Ken Roxon not happy with Anderson. Probably not, but Anderson did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. They were in a huge battle in the second moto when he took him high. He did not know that that was Roxon. Then he let Roxon by. If he has a problem with it, that's his problem. That's not Anderson's problem. He was riding really good. Speed Racer. Roxon is a crybaby. Yes, 100%. He's extremely talented, badass crybaby. Tomac, I'm just glad he's okay. I got nervous when he started going slow in that third main event. I'm like, oh no, was there an issue? Did he hurt himself? Nope, he didn't have an issue. He just, I think what it was is he switched bikes. By the way, good on Will Christian for getting us that information because we wouldn't have known that he switched bikes. Took a couple laps. You can have two identically prepared bikes, but they're different. And he needed a few laps to get comfortable on it. He didn't want to have another incident like he had in the second one. Shout out Vegas K-Dub. Matt Page, 661, $10. Thank you, my man. I really, really appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, if Roxon has a problem with Anderson, that's his problem. Anderson rode awesome. I thought he was going to win that third main event. He was looking really good. And I told you guys, I actually picked him on the podium. That was a bit overzealous. But I told you guys last week when I did the predictions with Hammer, I said he's good at Triple Crowns. And then you get to probably the dirtiest rider that I've seen in a long, long time. And you have to watch close. Now, there's dirty and there's dangerous dirty. And the GP guys, people that I talk to, let's see, P20 dirt rider. One positive thing I noticed on the broadcast was they were forced to respond to Chad Reed's statements last week, unsafe tracks. You're right. They did, and they've got to work on that. Cobalt, thank you. 18-month member, my first member right there. What is up? Okay, back to Jorge Prado, the most dangerous rider in the field. He gets good starts, and some of the GP guys I talked to warned me about this. They said he just swerves left, right. Now, I'm okay with rough riding. I'm okay with bumping into turns, but you do not cross through a rhythm section. That overhead camera caught him dead to rights doing some dangerous stuff. Now, if you want to add danger points or like penalty points and they add up to something, those were little ones. He should get penalty points for crossing over like that on those guys on the jumps. That's dangerous. You can't do that. That is something that somebody is going to wreck him or destroy him if he does that. That's not a good idea for Jorge Prado. Really good starter, really hard to pass, and the dirtiest guy out there right now, in my opinion. Let's see. Quietly, Malcolm Stewart. He's around 8th place. Let's see. Cooksey just spills the truth. He's not negative. Zach Schlater, thank you. Listen, the truth is good, positive, and negative. When we watch a race, there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. I talk about all of it. It is what it is. Micah, thank you. Back 9. We got to support them, by the way. Pat 56, thank you so much. Like I said, those are awesome. I just think it's so cool you guys do that. Malcolm Stewart, though, what a badass out there on that savage, gnarly track. And he's 8th place. And I get 8th place isn't the best, but considering what he's ridden through, it's crazy that he's still out there. It's just the dude. I can't say more positive things about Malcolm Stewart. Justin Cooper, we saw him a little bit, but man, I don't know. He's just bummed. Yeah. Hey, 12 months as a member. Do I get a shirt or something? Let me know. I may be wrong. I was trying to do that. Sorry, guys. It didn't work out. Yeah, it's really too hard to track, get them. I apologize for that. I wish there was something else I can do, but the shirt thing didn't work out. My bad. Dylan Ferrandis, that move on Craig, that was a pretty gnarly move that he put on him, but I'm sure liking him on that Ducati, brand new bike, brand new team, pretty good. My question to you guys is, okay, so what Ferrandis did to Craig wasn't very bad, but I think it was just as bad as what Vince did to Mitchell Harrison. Are we penalizing everybody now, or is that just a Vince thing? RJ Hampshire, man, I just haven't seen much of him. Yeah, I don't know. I expected more. I don't know what's going on. I thought he would be better on the 450, but let's go to 250s here. How about Danger Boy? He is ruining Levi Kitchen's life. Hold on. Marchbank's going to get fired. No, he's not. I will tell you this right now about that Kawasaki team. They're very positive. This group, after the toxic, like their horrible atmosphere around their truck last year, they are happy to have riders, even though they're not doing good, or Marchbanks isn't. They like the atmosphere that they have around it, and he's not going anywhere. They got a good group and a good chemistry, and they think they can get Marchbanks where he needs to go, and they can put, Sexton back up on top. So ease up on the Marchbanks stuff. That's a second 450 main event. Chill. And I will say this, the race he sat out, he had a head injury. You guys know how I feel about that. It takes longer than 1 week to get back from a head injury. I'll just give you that. They won't ever say head injury, but I happen to know it was head injury. They said leg, but pretty sure he racked his bell. Hayden Deegan, once again, ruining basically all of pro circuit. I mean, the finger guns, the slowing. Oh my God, it was awesome. That was some real entertainment. And I did have to laugh. I think Hayden Deegan seriously dislikes JT. You like that? I thought he was going to fight him on the podium. I'm like, ooh, careful there. But I do love that. I like JT. He's doing great interviews. He's the only one that asks real questions. And he has a right to be mad at Jason Thomas because of the way they talk about him over there on the Pulp Show. But it is what it is. Danger Boy, 3 for 3, finger bang bang. Yes. That was. Now, if you're gonna bust out the finger gun and you go 1-1-1, you bust it out all night long. But Levi Kitchen, the lawn chair, oh man, I really thought in that he could win. He's better than that. It's crazy. Let's see. How do you feel Deegan will do when he finally goes 450? Daniel Baker, thank you for the $10. Much appreciated. I don't know. That 450 class is legit. He's not going to dominate. He's not going to do what he is in the 250 class, but he's going to be in the mix. He's too talented, too mentally strong. I don't know how he's going to handle Jet because Jet's there. But I saw Jet and I watched the Lawrence YouTube channel and I saw his leg and his foot. This is a way more serious injury than the ACL last year. This one's going to be an issue. I don't know how he's going to be. If he does make it back for outdoors, I don't know how he's going to look. This is a pretty big injury with that foot. Getting blood to that to heal it properly. And I know he's healing like a professional athlete is what it is. But I don't know. If you're putting me on the spot and I say Deegan outdoors, I don't think he wins the championship. I think he wins some motos. And I think he's top 3. So... but man, they're so good. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. And I wish I had it. I'm kind of waffling on it, but yeah, Levi Kitchen, 223. He gets the, and he sounded like he was going to cry on the podium. I mean, gosh, yeah, I bet he wishes he never got into it with Deegan because he really lit something up. He should have just left Deegs alone, let Deegs win and leave the class. Because if Deegs wins the SMX championship, there's a good chance he's riding 450 in the Supercross series. He didn't. Now he's got to deal with him. McAdoo riding pretty good. Max Volan. I don't know. Oh man, I love Max. You guys know I am. Let's see. His morale is broken. It is so broken, crushed. His whole he's literally ruining his life. He can't have fun on the podium because he's uncomfortable. He's just so scared. It's like having your worst nightmare right next to you all the time. And I don't know what you do with him. Just stop being such a puss, Levi, and just go for it. Fire back at him. Don't sit there and say, oh, Hayden did good. Say, I'm going to get that punk next time. You can't just let him walk on you like that completely. I mean, he is his bitch. I don't know what else to say. McAdoo good. Max Volan. God, I just want him to do better. Yeah, I know he's doing good and he's 4th overall, but I think he's talented enough. I don't know if it's because of the handbrake. I should give him a break on that, but I just really, really want him to win or be on the podium. Ryder D, man, this guy's tough. He had horrible starts tonight, but he charged through the pack. Who'd he pass? Oh, he passed Max late in that race. I didn't expect that. He's good, man. I'll tell you what, Ryder D's for real. And I laugh every time Ricky says he bulked up. Ricky should know he bulked up last year in the offseason. I think he's the same size this year, but he bulked up last year. Maybe he's carrying it better this year, but he's not like this huge buff dude. He put on a few pounds. Ansty, oh boy, I'm going to go ahead and say he's probably in the Levi Kitchen category as far as don't mess with Deegan because he'll destroy you. Yeah, I don't know. Chipper Talon Voland has been through the ringer. Give him some time. Yeah, and the thing that people don't know is Max's sister had a brain injury riding a horse. They have been through a lot. I just really I don't want to be hard on them because I really like them, and I'm a huge fan of the Volans. Talon was my favorite rider growing up as a kid, even though he promised me a jersey and never gave it to me, and I gave him crap about it multiple times when we worked together when I was at Tucker-Rocky. But no, he's a good dude, and yeah, I just want them to do good. Let's see who else caught my attention. Crockett and Myers look good in the LCQ. Mumford, hey, in the first two races, my guy Mumford showed some speed and looks like he's going to get in there. So let's see. Max built a lot of fake confidence in World Supercross and came into the season thinking he would smoke everyone here. I don't think that's fake confidence. Confidence is confidence, and he won the first race. Had he rode San Diego a little bit better, he would be fine. But once he did that, he woke a sleeping giant. And yeah, let's see. Did anyone hear JT slagging Deegan for unnecessary aggressive riding? Once again, that is why Deegan was, I've never heard a rider go, he goes, oh, you like that? I'm going to go back and watch that. I don't know, man. I feel like there was so much action tonight. My mind is spinning. I got to go back and watch it all. So much. Let's see. Thrasher, that's it. Maybe Faulkner racing East 250. Faulkner broke his hand. I don't know what happens with him. Please don't trash Faulkner and don't say he needs to retire. Just leave Faulkner alone. That was a weird crash where he just went over the front. JT's not a dweeb, Brian Hopper. He's actually decent. I like him. He's okay. He's actually the best. He's the only one in there that really gives some real context to what's going on. So I like JT. He's the best in the broadcast. Now on Pulp, nah, I don't like that. He's usually pretty cool, but hanging out with Steve, you can't be that great of a guy. Let's see. I don't know Joel Atkinson. Thank you so much. Joel always comments on my videos, helping the algorithm. Thank you, sir. Don't think I don't appreciate that. I don't know, man. Faulkner, I don't know what you do because you can't sit him out anymore. But let's not forget, he had brain surgery just over a year ago. I don't know. I just feel bad. I don't want to make fun of. I don't want to say to retire. I don't want to tell him what to do. I wish it would go better for the guy, but it's not. And at some point, he will have to have that discussion. Like, do I keep doing this? I don't think it's right now. I think he probably shouldn't have been on that 450. I don't know that 450 is quite ready for Supercross, and to judge him based on that, it's not fair. They should have, after he hit his head, what race was it? San Diego. They should have just sat him out and just said, go east at that point. The fact that they left him out here, that's a problem. And that's bad management from Triumph. You should have sat him down. And that I don't like. He's still only one season away from that first gnarly crash before he got surgery. Yeah, that's what I say. It's not been that long. So I don't want to give up on him yet. But the hand right now, and I did hear an interview with him on press day, and he's saying I should be in the 450. I'm a 450 guy, and he wants to stay there. I'm like, dude, you're not doing very good. You should go back to the 250. It's not that. His ego wants to move him to the 450, and the ego will get you into trouble. Greg McCarter, why does Weege hate Adam? I don't think he does. I don't think he hates Adam. He is definitely threatened. Wouldn't you be threatened? Adam is so good. Adam should be in that booth, and he can do both Weege's job and Ricky's job. That's where Adam Cianciarulo should be. He is by far the most well-spoken person in the broadcast. I love Justin Brayton. He's probably a really nice guy. I don't know him well. I've said hi, but that's about it. My God, does he repeat the same stupid stuff over and over? Oh, can't wait. Gonna be awesome. Gotta get excited. I'm like, stop it. Stop. If he just stopped trying to be a commentator, before he did that, he was great. Um, if he keeps doing that, it seems to get worse. He seems to be getting better and better. Maybe it just takes time. And I think I do it on here sometimes. I repeat the same stuff. I get how easy it is, but he's gonna have to watch him back and focus on it and stop doing that. James is the best in the booth. Let's see. SMX next. Man, are you serious? What? I feel bad for these poor kids. They sent them out there on the second session after it was completely torn up in their qualifying. And of course, Caden Minier crashes. Somebody was writing about an incident with poor flagging. I haven't seen a video of it yet. When I do, I'll break that down. Ricky salt to injury. You know what? I don't mind when he says stuff like that. It's the fact that he doesn't. Yeah, I'll just leave. I'm going to leave Ricky alone because I'm trying to say something good and I can't find anything. So I'm just going to leave it be for now. Ricky tried to say they had the track great for the next race. The SMX track crew, he loves to suck their dick. I don't know why. Yeah, and I hate it for him. Oh, man, there's so many of these. I got to stop them. I could do Rickyisms all night long. Joey Savacci, where was he at tonight? Oh, man, I expected more. Maybe, he's weird. I saw an interview with him where he's like, yeah, I should be a 5 to 8 guy. And I really think if you could sit with Joey Savacci and say, hey, don't say you're going to be a 5 to 8 guy. You just put a cap on yourself mentally that you can only get to 5th place. Say I'm going to be a top 8 guy. That way you can accept anything in front of that. You don't put a mental block in there. Masterpool. Okay, I love Masterpool. I love going out there with no graphics, paying your own way. That's awesome, but you got to make the main event when you're going to make a statement like no graphics, like, oh, I should get sponsored, but then you don't make the main. It's tough. And I don't want to bag on Masterpool, but I've talked to guys that were on teams with him. He doesn't have a reputation as somebody who works incredibly hard. And that's why people struggle with him, because you can see the talent. When he does focus for those short periods, he can beat anybody in the world. The problem is he's kind of lazy. That's the knock on him. Whether it's fair or not, that's what I've had multiple people who've been around him on the tracks. That's what they say. Sexton, man, that's actually Chase Tuxton. You're just mean. TV, that was brutal. But it's true. I get it. The front end. It must be the Kawasaki, right? Or the KTM or the Honda. Wait, it might just be Chase. All right, guys, let's see. We're a few questions here, and we'll call it a night. I got to go watch it again. Actually, I'm going to go watch the UFC, and then I'm going to watch it. Let's see. I knew AC would be great in the booth since he started his racing career. Well-spoken, great voice, and he practices. And he's the thing that you don't have to be great at speaking. You have to be great at like getting your thoughts in an orderly fashion and just getting them out there. And that he's good at. And he's not afraid to share his thoughts. And he's not too worried about who he makes mad or who he doesn't. He's just a funny guy who's very careful. Careful, you can't say anything about Sexton, Robbie Wilson. You're right. His dad might want to fight me again. I was like, dude, chill, Mr. Sexton, back down. But he's probably like my age. And if you want to punch me, I will gladly punch back. But I think you might want to make sure before you punch me, because I actually really like Chase Sexton. I think he's one of the best things for the sport. I love that he speaks out. And I do think he's crazy stupid. Yeah. And I think he would probably agree with me. Tell me you saw the Wasserman stuff. What do you mean by that, JP? What Wasserman stuff? I'm curious. And Webb came through, Mikey Hardway. That he did. He absolutely came through. Let's see what else we got. Triple Crown is the best format for the sport. Presents the best finished product. John Clifford, I think you're right. But that's gnarly on those guys. They got to do 3 main events to just see how many dudes went down. If they did all Triple Crowns, then we wouldn't have any riders at the end of the season. Like you have to limit that. Let's see. Zach Slater, I wish Weed would stop fucking screaming. You and Coach should start a support group for that, because Coach is always mad about that. He's like, why does he yell for no reason? It's pretty funny. Let's Let's see. Heard that Hart and Cunnington is coming back, managed by Watson and Cooksey. I don't know who you heard that from, but it's not. I believe Hart and Huntington. Yeah, that's Kerry, and he had that Huntington guy. That was kind of a shady deal. He ended up having to buy that guy out. Yeah, that guy was not a good partner for Kerry Hart. Kerry Hart's a rock solid dude, and yeah. Let's see. Eric Madden. I got my money on you over Sexton's dad. Where do I place my bet? Well, we got to figure out. I would gladly do that. I think it'd be fun to do something like that for charity. Put the gloves on, get a real referee, and I've tried to get Deegan to do it. He didn't want to. Plus, it's a huge size differential. And plus, me fighting is not exactly going to look, I'm going to look like a fat guy on the side of the freeway rolling around. I'm not exactly at this age throwing, John Jones type kicks and punches. But I think it would be fun. I'm stupid that way. I really enjoy that type of stuff. Triple crowns are exciting, but I wouldn't want them to be the way someone wins a championship. I agree with that. Yeah, I do. I like qualifying and getting into the main event. So anyway, hey, thank you guys. I've kept you for almost 30 minutes. Thank you so much. Let's see. Webb is heading up, going East Coast round since he won't AZ like 8 times 2. Yeah, he's going to struggle. He's got to get through Arizona, not lose any points. Webb, he made up a lot, and he's right back in this thing, but he can give it right back, and he's not that good at Glendale. Tomac is, so yeah, we'll see. But speaking of Cowboy, where was AP? AP was out there. I noticed him. He's just, he had that big crash. 12, 11, 13. It was a dangerous track. I honestly think that big crash messed with his head a little bit. If you listen to some of the interviews, and he did hit his head. So cut AP some slack. He'll get it together. He's had a rough, probably 8 months. So go easy on the Cowboy. Tomac will dominate next week. Probably, Joel. He's got a history of doing really good there. So my bad. It's Arlington that Webb wins a lot. Oh, you're absolutely right. Webb always wins Arlington, except for when he flew off the track on that dragon's back and landed on his head. That was gnarly. Every other year he wins. So that was where he ripped Roxon's heart out by beating him like a wheel. So anyway, hey, thank you guys. I appreciate everything. You're the best.